Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and we've got a new rumour doing the rounds regarding the Penguin series. Of course, the spin off from The Batman, starring Colin Farrell, playing again Oswald Cobblepot, from Matt Reeves. And I said in a previous video about The Batman Part 2 that I think this show has taken so much focus away from The Batman Part 2, being that Matt Reeves kind of threw himself fully into the Penguin and just worked on that and pretty much neglected the Batman. But we'll have a look at what the rumour is, because the rumour now is that Robert Pattinson will appear in the show as Batman. Now, it was previously reported that he was going to appear, maybe not as Batman, but as Bruce Wayne in the show. Then that seemed to be getting debunked here and there, that he wasn't going to appear at all. But now a new rumour is stating that he will, in fact, be appearing. They don't know how much or anything, but he won't just be appearing in the show, it will be as Batman. So let's have a look at this. Oh, we also have a bit of an update from Andy Serkis regarding the next Batman movie. So it says the Penguin, the upcoming Max spin-off focusing on Colin Farrell's take on the classic DC Comics villain Oswald Cobblepot, is set to take place very soon after the events of Matt Reeves' The Batman, focusing on Oz as he attempts to establish himself as Gotham City's new crime boss. When the series was first announced, we were told that an appearance from Batman himself was unlikely, but previous rumours have indicated that Robert Pattinson could show up as Bruce Wayne. So you're seeing the difference there. It's saying him as Batman, like in the Batsuit, was unlikely, but there was a possibility that he could show up as Bruce. Well, now it's saying, on the latest episode of The Hot Mic, Jeff Snyder claimed that Patterson will indeed appear as Batman. We have no idea how substantial a role the Dark Knight will play, but wouldn't be surprised if he only featured in a single episode. Still, fans will no doubt be pleased to hear that the Cape Crusader will play even a small part in this series, and getting Patterson involved was a smart move on Warner Brothers' part. I'm glad I read that as smart move, because they actually wrote smart movie for some reason. It would make sense to have him in there. Now, they were probably thinking it might cost a bit too much to actually put him in there. But if they have him basically dropping him in Arkham or something, think of Ben Affleck's Batman in Suicide Squad. That very brief cameo when he captures Harley and Joe. Well, did he really get Joker? Joker kind of escaped in the water, but he definitely got Harley. You think of a scene like that, or even him getting, what's a Deadshot? That was Will Smith, wasn't it? It would make sense to have him in that type of role. And yeah, it would probably be a very, very small part, and it'll probably be at the very beginning of the show. Because if it's coming right off the Batman, that's when this is meant to be set. It's meant to be set right after the events of that movie. So, time-wise, it'll be strange. Will this set up the next movie? We don't know. And I doubt it, seeing as we get this update from Andy Serkis. And we're hearing that Matt Reeves has really only started to work on this script, but he's hinting at when it's possibly going to start filming. So here is what Andy Serkis said in an interview, that he thinks it will start filming next year. So he said this: well, there is a huge arc which you've got. Nah, I'm not going to give away anything. Basically, I know nothing about the movie other than that I've just found out that we're probably likely to be starting filming early next year. Therefore, if you do the math, it'll be a year and a half after that. So he's talking about this thing probably coming out in 2027? No, 2026. Well, if he's saying a year and a half, And if it starts filming from next year, then yeah, it would be 2027 or somewhere in 2026 maybe. Whatever. A long ass time, we'll put it that way. But he continued saying, I know that Matt Reeves is working really hard on the script. Matt Reeves being Matt Reeves, the extraordinary filmmaker that he is, I can only assume that it's going to be another brilliant script, because I thought what he did with the first film was pretty amazing. I loved working with Robert Pattinson, and I'm really looking forward to playing Alfred once more. So he's kind of vague there. It's funny that he's saying there's going to be a huge arc, and yet he knows absolutely nothing about this movie. To the point that he's like, I'm sure Matt Reeves is working really hard on the script, which indicates there's no script for this thing yet. At least no full script. And like, how many drafts are they going to go through? Because I'm sure the first script he hands in, they'll go tweak that, change that, and whatnot. So again, would the Penguin series set up something to move into a storyline in the next movie? You would have to doubt it. I mean, the Penguin series has been done for a while. You know, I think it was delayed because of the strikes and stuff. That's why they didn't put it out yet. There is a new trailer that dropped last week or the week before. It looks interesting. You know, I don't know if it's going to land though with audiences. I know there's a lot of people very excited about it. They all think, oh, it looks fantastic and what it needs to be. But you are trying to offer a Batman audience another show without Batman. Now, obviously, this rumor is about there being Batman in there for at least a scene, you know, very briefly. But are audiences wanting to watch an entire series about a villain and have no Batman? I'm sure there'll just be tons of Batman Easter eggs. I'm sure you'll see the spotlight up in the sky and all this stuff, you know, which I think would actually just annoy people, because it'll be the case of, now you're just constantly teasing us that Batman is out there. Why is he not showing up? So it's kind of a double-edged sword really with this one. But it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens with this show when it lands. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.